How did this go to this to this? To answer this, let's take a walk back in time. Just 50 years ago, the tallest building in Singapore was just 18 stories high and the downtown was full of shophouses like these, with none of the skyscrapers in sight. Fast forward 20 years and the area is completely and utterly unrecognizable. What changed? Back in 1947, after the war, rents were skyrocketing because of an acute housing shortage. Hence, to protect tenants, rent control was introduced. Landlords were not allowed to raise rents on pre-war buildings to protect tenants who were staying there. This worked to prevent profiteering. However, this introduced a whole new problem. As time passed, inflation set in. Things got more and more expensive. However, rents remained at 1939 levels. This meant that landlords no longer had the incentive to refurbish or repair their buildings, since rental income could no longer cover the cost of even giving their buildings a coat of paint. As a result, buildings became run-down and dilapidated, despite being the heart of the commercial district in Singapore. The area saw little to no change over the past 20 years, despite a lack of office and commercial space. Simple really, we could lift rent control and face mass evictions as rents rise to match the market prices of the area. That would mean that tenants who have been paying peanuts would be evicted or be unable to pay their rent.
That wouldn't be a politically popular thing, would it? Who would have the gumption, the iron in him to do such a courageous thing?
Enter the Rent Control Special Act. This special act lifted rent control in a specific area where landlords could now repossess their properties for redevelopment. But only for redevelopment. Tenants needed to be compensated fairly and the government needed to approve these plans. Needless to say, landlords took up the opportunity and Singapore's skyscraper boom began, with some of the tallest buildings built in this era. Though this also meant that some of the most beautiful pre-war buildings along our waterfront were lost. Only the Fullerton Hotel and the Asia Insurance building remain on the original waterfront. I guess when it comes to growth, there's always some sort of cost involved. I mean, some of you guys were cute as children but grew up ugly. After losing most of the pre-war buildings in the downtown, conservation of shophouses happened in the neighbouring districts of Telok Ayer and Chinatown. This created a sea of tiny shophouses surrounded by gleaming, bird-murdering skyscrapers. In its own ironic way, rent control had allowed for the preservation of some of Singapore's pre-war buildings while also resulting in the destruction of some of Singapore's finest architecture. But what can I say, you can't have your cake and eat it.